Hi, this is Dr. Scott with Hearing Solution Centers, and we get this question a little bit at the time. Do you have hearing aid financing that is available? So let me tell you what we do. So there are a couple different ways. Now, people pay with credit card, check, they can do the normal mechanisms. Interesting things, less and less people are paying with check because they're normally using credit cards. So that just happens to be the way that goes on. More and more people have hearing aid insurances. They have different types of insurances, insurances available. That's interesting as well. But we also notice that people are looking for financing available for hearing aids. Now, you can get a couple different ways. We'll utilize different companies that have, we use companies like Care Credit and other ones that have out there. What they will have is a 12 months of no interest. Now, here's one of the things I want to tell you about no interest. It's super funny that the no interest companies, different companies that do it. Wells Fargo used to do no interest, and Care Credit, which is a Bank of America, Capital One, different ones that do this. And they would come to me and go, how come you don't have any people who default on the rates? And I was like, what do you mean? Why would someone default if they're doing 0% interest? Normally someone has to have pretty good credit, normally like 750 and above. You remember, credit has to be about 830 all the way down to, you have to be around 620 credit, as much as to have a potential for rotating kind of a credit abilities to get financing, okay? Because we're not talking about a secured loan. See, no one's going to come around to, sorry, I put it on my shirt here. So no one's going to come around and refi or take your hearing aids because you didn't pay for your hearing aids. So they're not going to come over and repossess, that's the right word. So what happens here is it's an unsecured loan. And so when we have 12 months, same as cash, one of the things that they are fascinated with is that most people, that when you have a 12 months, I always tell people, pay the 12 months equal payments. So make up a number, and say it's $400 a month. Okay, I'm just making up numbers here. And I would say pay $400 a month. And the credit companies were looking at me like dumbfoundment, because what I would hear them say, and it would say on the forms, well, you would just pay $212 a month. And I'm like, why would you tell them that? Because what I would say, and what my staff all tells people, is pay the equal amount over that 12 months, so that by the end of the 12 months, you're done, right? Because you want to have paid that thing off if you're going to do it in 12 months. Do you know that the credit companies want you to go after that 12 months, so that 60% of the people have a payment that they're going to charge you 26% interest on it? And they said, how come Hearing Solutions never had a person go into that level of default? And I'm like, because we tell people the truth. Secondly, we actually have extended financing, just like everyone else does. Now, our extended financing rates can range from, and I got to use my glasses for this one, $73 a month for 48 months, up to around about $215 a month. So about 48 month kind of range. So, anywhere from, like I said, $73 to $215 a month over that time frame. So you can get hearing aids at a pretty good rate to be able to do that. If that's something you need, ask us about it. We're happy to help you with that. You do have to have some level of decent credit to be able to do that, but we can take care of you. Thanks so much.